So hello everybody and welcome to tonight's Section 5 matchup between the Hornell Red Raiders and the East Rochester Gananda Bombers. I'm Bob Beischer along with Chris Smith. Welcome Chris for homecoming night.
Thanks Beisch. All excited for the game tonight. Hornell's what, 2-2?
Yep, Hornell's 2-2. The Bombers come in at 4-1. As they're introducing
the Hornell defense.
Yep, the Hornell defense.
Senior, number 52, Jordan Carey.
Hornell looked real impressive last week at Geneva after coming off a big loss at Bath.
Number 54, Nate McMichael.
I just remember Beisch, it took forever to beat Geneva back up at Favre Stadium. They beat us, then we finally won.
And I'm telling you, Chris, it was one of the better games. Both teams helping each other up. Well, you know, all the kids, the fans, everything was just very well done at Geneva. So my hats off to them. It was a great played game as well.
No nonsense in those.
No nonsense.
Senior, number 1, Austin Goldness, captain. At defensive back, sophomore, number 3, Matthew Carr.
He had a nice game there against Livonia.
Hey, he did.
Aaron McInerney. At defensive back, sophomore, number 31, Dylan Zarnecki. And at defensive back, senior, number 20, Isaiah Adams, captain. And the rest of the Hornell Red Raiders, head coach, Ismail Mayer. Your officials for tonight's game, the referee is A.C. Buckland, your umpire, Jeff Allen, linesman, Sean Matla, line judge, Justin Matz, and back judge, Chris Green.
The year I graduated high school, we played East Rochester in the Section 5 championship game back in the 80s and lost to ER.
I remember playing, I think, one of Nate's, the game when they got eliminated his junior year. I think we played Penn Yan at East Rochester. I'm not positive, but I think this last time I was up there.
Number 54, senior, Nate McMichael. Senior, number 1, Austin Goldness. And senior, number 20, Isaiah Adams. And tonight's additional captain, number 50, Lucas Hancock.
Of course, Lucas Hancock injured out for the season.
But he will make his way later at halftime as a member of the homecoming court.
Yep.
I believe is next week's game the one at Alfred?
Marcus McClurkin, and number 64, Nathan
no, they play at Kelmum, I think, next week. I don't.
Oh, there's a team that used to be number 1 year in and year out.
I have a new advertiser today, and I can't find their graphic, unfortunately.
The Red Raiders have won the toss. choosing to defer to the second half. Raiders will kick off to the Bombers.
So Hornell in the red, they're going from left to right. ER will be in the white, going from right to left.
Taking the ball for Hornell, number 30, Jonathan Fleiss.
And the kickoff for Hornell is going to be John Fleitz, a 10th grader. Also doubles up as running back linebacker.
Are you ready for some football?
And here we go.
Little squibbler. Going to be taken at the 20. Well, he dropped the ball. Hornell's closing in on it.
And they both couldn't decide who wanted it.
Yeah. When it's a kickoff, you just jump on it and stay on it if you fumble it around.
Can bring up a first down.
So the Bombers are going to take over. Yep, 1st and 10 at their own 18. That's number 10 for the Bombers playing quarterback.
Newman has the ball.
Benjamin Newman.
Yep, Benjamin Newman. I couldn't find my sheet there.
Taken by Carter L. Sneed. Short gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Bombers.
Second down 1. Good start for Hornell's defense. Wide open, a little overthrown though. Not wide open, but
No, but it's number 3, Matthew Carr, was on the defense, but the ball went way, way over. I didn't see if that's number 30. Is that 13? Jordan Nunn. That's going to bring up 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 19. Excuse me, 3rd and 9 from the 19. They can hold them here, Peisch. It'd be a good series to start the game out.
nobody covering him on this side.
No, nobody. He come out of the backfield. That's number 2. That's Ray Davey and Allen, and nobody was on him as he went for a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the, where they going to place it, at the 39-yard line of the Bombers.
Brings out 1st and 10 for the Bombers.
That's going to be a handoff. Luckily, he was tripped up again. That's
Gain of 5.
Cadrell Sneed tripped up. He had quite a hole there, Bob. Somebody didn't get a hold of him right at that last second. He probably would have been gone.
40-yard line.
Going to bring up 2nd down.
Another over shot pass.
Pass intended for Allen.
It's kind of a timing thing they have, but he's way, way, way out in front of his receiver.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Bombers.
Could bring up 3rd and 4. The ball's just about on the 40-yard line of the Bombers.
Got someone spy the running back out of the backfield there. You see Golnitz on
Go to him quick. Oh,
and then they leave the guy wide open. Yep.
Oh, we dropped the ball. Jump on it. Jump on it.
And ER is going to get back in.
Number 7 for Hornell jumped on Brennan Becker, but unfortunately I think just his momentum caused the ball to kind of squid out from under him. Oh, that's too bad. Hornell had a good chance here, but their receivers are wide open.
Well, you can see two of the Hornell, and we're showing the replay here, two of the Hornell defenders decided to go after one guy. They didn't separate and cover like they're supposed to. That was great play call by the Bombers.
Yeah, they were wide open. That's the second time they've been wide open on the pass.
Crossing,
touchdown,
easy
number
play.
1. Yeah, that was Justin Allen. Touchdown for the Bombers. They went right down the field. I mean,
Hornell had a couple chances. They hit him at third down.
Twice.
Yep.
Okay, Hornell, let's respond.
In for the extra point.
I'm going to try kicking
Number
this
12, Nicholas.
Oh, blocked.
And it was blocked. Aaron McEnany on the block.
And with 9:38 to play,
Well, the holder fumbled the ball and didn't get it up on time. And they still tried to kick it.
Raiders 0. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget your 50-50 tickets.
So today's game is brought to you by ZBQ2U Barbecue. Finger licking smoked meats, all of your favorites from ZBQ Barbecue, a catering service, beef brisket, beef ribs, reversed seared tomahawk steaks. You ever have a reverse seared tomahawk steak, Smitty?
Never have. Hey, Sadiq, let's change the name so we can remember it.
I remember it now after you say it about 30 times.
Yeah.
So thanks, ZBQ2U Barbecue. And Erica Golnitz, your licensed real estate salesperson for Real Incorporated. Thanks, Erica. Looking to buy or sell a property, it's Erica Golnitz. 607-382-1959. It's Erica Golnitz.
Gino back for the Bombers to kick off.
Test 1, 2. Can you hear me a little better?
Yes.
Matt Carr.
Little pooch kick. It's going to be taken by 20, Adams. Adams takes it out to about, the 37-yard line, 38 maybe, of Hornell. Not bad field position.
Nope.
It's going to put Hornell in good shape. They're going to set up 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. 38.
Today's game brought to you by Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Jakowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive, back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Thanks, Dr. Wine, Dr. Rich Jakowski. Dr. John Wine, Dr. Joe Jakowski.
We got Brody Flights, is number 5, back for Hornell. You got Adams and Roshan. And who do you keep back there? Number 7 stayed back.
Golnitz.
Flights is
That was
back.
Becker.
Number 1, Austin Golnitz, good for a short game.
That's funny. I was talking to Coach Mayer at the Alfred game. I said, how come you guys never throw short passes? Everything you threw against Livonia was a bomb. That was a nice short pass to start the game.
Well, you can see Brody checked off the down receivers. He looked, and then he looked over at his go-to man, Golnitz.
Hey, a short gain is better than a no gain at all on a bomb.
Yep.
And that's Carr. He's really become quite a good little back. I kind of thought Golnitz would be the one getting most of the carries, but when I was here for Livonian, I think Carr had the greater number of carries. But it's fun to watch those young kids from up here and watch that hole open. And
yep.
It's nice to see McInerney back. She's got the protective, I don't know what they call that, the protective cushion on top of his helmet due to concussions.
McInerney split this way, far left or far right.
He's a good receiver. We're going to need him.
Yep.
And that's number 7 again, and that's Brendan Becker.
So Hornell's going to have to punt.
Backfield spins. It's back to about the line of scrimmage.
There's something you don't see often.
It's going to bring up 4th.
The referee helped the player up.
Hornell in punt formation. Number 6, Noah Mather back.
That's John Fleitz, the sophomore, back for punting formation.
You go back to that story. You said you talked to Maron about passing, you said?
Yeah.
And what did he say? I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I was looking at the...
Yeah, I just said, hey, how come that's all you do is throw bombs? I said,
Oh, yeah.
Short ones are good, you know. I'm not sure what we got here. They're going to throw a flag. Yeah, I was going to say.
Hornell player way downfield.
Well, he was still running out on the field when they punted the ball. He was still in motion.
Plays his punt down at the 21-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Well, that's the first flag. It didn't. I hope it doesn't turn into a air quotes flag football game like it did against Livonia. That was painful.
And the flags continued over into the Bath game as well. But last week's game in Geneva, Hornell had very few flags. So they're
I swear I didn't think we were going to get out of here that night.
Yeah, it was a 3-hour game.
3-hour game, and there was actually 45 minutes of football.
Going to make them punt again.
Call is illegal formation against the Red Raiders.
Because they saw how good they got back in there to almost block the punt. So why not go for it again? You know, nobody's blocking.
I think what happened is Adams forgot that he was on the punt team, and he was still running. He was running on the field when they punted it.
They use the high snaps again.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Actually, this is a better punt.
Yeah, nice punt. And it's down by Adams. So East Rochester is going to take over at their own 23-yard line,
Yep.
24-yard line.
John and
23.
Dagan, general in trial practice, probably serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan. Corners of Church and Genesee Street. John Dagan. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 get locations to serve you better. Jeff Ryan, insurance protection you can rely on from the Ryan Agencies. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Bombers.
I have a feeling, Bob, they're going to come out passing. It was pretty successful. And that was a gain of about 2. That was number 4 with the ball. Kadiro Sneed. It was a gain of about 2.
Tackle that time by Owen Heyer, number 51. Only a sophomore, Owen is.
Oh, he got hit hard. Who hit him? Gilnitz. But still, it was a gain of about...
They're doing the hurry-up
7.
offense.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't even notice that. I'm running a graphic on the screen. And
there we go.
oh, it's going to be a face mask or something probably.
Yeah, I saw that.
He
I'm
had
not
to-
sure. Their coach threw his hands down in the air, but
Let's see.
let's see.
That's an illegal block or hold, maybe.
He stopped after the game by Michael.
They're making sure they spot the ball. So Hornell's going to decline the penalty if it is a hold, because it'll bring up a 4th down instead of a 3rd down and long.
I think I'd take the 3rd down along the way that they've been moving the ball.
No, it's against
it's
Hornell.
against Hornell.
I was right, I guess, the first time.
Call is personal foul face mask against Hornell.
So Hornell not helping themselves, are they, here today?
Well, the ref was right there on top of it, so
15 big yards.
They do not huddle at all.
45-yard line, 1st and 10.
goodbye.
Yep, nice
That was
pass.
number 1.
Newman's pass.
Justice Allen, and that was actually a really nice catch.
Good for
Kind
another
of a
3-yard
back shoulder
another
throw.
touchdown.
Take a look at the
It's going to be a
instant.
long night if they don't start covering those receivers a little tighter.
Brendan Becker, the junior, lost sight of his receiver.
Another fumble snap on the. They're having a hard time with that extra point, but we're up 12-0. I guess that's not a big, huge deal.
Yep.
Newman tackled by number 33, Aaron McInerney. And with 5:50 left in the first quarter, that makes the score.
Good job by Aaron
12.
McInerney.
The Hornell Airport Canicerega Red Raiders 0. Don't forget the Red Raider concession stand is open for all your snacks and drinks. And those 50/50 tickets, friends, selling. That is the Hornell Alumni Association.
Today's game brought to you by the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 gate locations to serve you better. Jeff Ryan Insurance Protection you can rely on from the Ryan Agencies. Thanks to Jeff Ryan, Home Auto Business, Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, and New York City. Thanks, Greg Connors at Connors and Ferris. First Heritage Federal Credit Union, open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. Earn cashback rewards for an ATM fees refunded. Do you Apex? I do. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. And Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 607-324-6424. Need a new computer, one repaired? It's Ed's Computers Sales and Service. And by Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness, Dr. Joseph McKay, 44 Genesee Street in Hornell, 607-382-3751.
Austin Gold. And number 3, Matt Carr. Set to take the kick from East Rochester, Gananda.
It was picked up by.
Or was that not Carr? Who was
That it was either 1 or 2. It was either 2 or 3. It was number 2. That was Jordan Sylvester for Hornell,
Okay.
sophomore.
They set the Hornell Red Raiders up in good shape, just shy of midfield at their own 48-yard line. First and 10.
So Hornell may be forced to pass more often
Yeah, than they would like. Get Adams, get McInerney, get Gilness involved. Carr. That's a handoff to Carr. He's going to gain about. I think he dropped the ball, and East Rochester jumped on it.
Hands off to Matt Carr, short gain, but the ball's not loose. Referees
And that's a fumble,
indicate ball
and it is picked up
football.
by East Rochester. It's going to be first and 10 for them from, it looks like, their own 42. That was a nice run, too.
It was, yep. You know, he's trying to stretch for more. And
Yep. And hold his jersey, and he was fighting.
Yep.
Their own 41-yard line where they take over first and 10.
Okay, I'm a yard off. It's at the 41. They're going to go right back to the air. It's been successful. He's pushed out of bounds by number 51, and that's Owen Heiler.
Owen Heyer, good coverage downfield too by Hornell that time. He had nowhere to go with it.
Unfortunately, he gained about 9.
Yeah.
From the 45-yard line.
Oh, wait a minute. Must be he stepped out of bounds?
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. I thought he made a little bit further than that too.
Yeah. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Yeah, that's a lot better for Hornell. I thought it was going to be 2nd and 1.
Split to the near side's Noah Mather. The closest, and Mather in motion. Handoff right up the middle, and it's going to be enough. He's thrown for the first down by Golnitz.
That was a good throw down, too.
Takes it inside. Close to the first down. Official signal, first down, Bombers.
Oh, that was a first down.
Yep.
It's going to be 1st and 10. They are in the Hornell territory. They're at the 49-yard line of Hornell.
Field at the Hornell 49-yard line.
Unfortunately, they're kind of having their way with the Hornell this first quarter. We still have 4:15, 4:12 left.
Flag down.
It's timeout on the field.
Was there a flag or was it just a timeout?
Did somebody call a timeout?
I don't see a flag,
Oh.
but that doesn't mean they didn't pick it up.
With this timeout, good time to check out the Hornell Red Raider concession stand. Support the athletic boosters.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer. But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Okay, so the Bombers have 1st and 10 from the Hornell 49.
Mather in motion.
6, yep, Mathers in motion.
And going to be a holding on East Rochester.
Broken up. It was broken up by McInerney. And number 31.
So their first mistake.
Zarnecki, but we have a flag.
You can see the
They got a couple
tackling.
big boys down there, don't they? East Rochester.
Spot where you usually see holding.
Holding. That's East Rochester's first penalty.
So we'll be holding on the Bombers. We're going to put them back 10 yards.
Bring up a first down.
First down. It's now 1st and 20 for the Bombers from their own 41-yard line.
Mather to the near side here. 13, Jordan Nunn. It's Allen in motion.
Oh, Hornell play.
Oh, what a nice play. Being able to find the open spot.
Yeah, Carr was just had a head of steam and he ran right past the receiver with the ball.
Isaiah Adams.
He had him zeroed in. He just kind of flew past him.
East Rochester in a hurry
It's
up.
number 2, Ray Davey and Allen.
The ball carrier.
Bring up another first down.
Takes it up the middle for another ER. Then on the first down. First down, the ball is placed at the 37-yard line of Hornell.
Unfortunately, Bobby, they're marching right down the field again. Wide open,
Oh,
number
my.
2 again.
And he's going to fall into the end zone. He fumbled.
Pass complete to number 2, Allen.
I'm not sure what they're going to call.
And they're going to call it Hornell's ball. Wow. Did he cross?
Well, there's a break.
Yeah, let's check that out on the replay.
Yeah, number 2, Ray Davey and Allen went over got towards the end zone, thrown down by the Hornell player. He subsequently fumbled it, and Hornell jumped on it. They're going to call it Hornell
Yes, he
ball.
did. That was a great play.
Who tackled him, Bob?
Let me see if I can see. By Hornell, he ripped at it. That time Allen was bobbling it when he was going over the goal line. So a great play. We'll show it again here in just a second.
Well, that's the break Hornell needed. They were about to go down 18-0.
Showing regular motion here.
Now 20, first and 10 for Hornell as they take over.
Isaiah Adams. Great play by Isaiah.
Good football player.
Yep.
Hang on to the ball.
Nowhere to go for Hornell.
That was Carr again. No gain. Actually, probably a loss of 1. It's going to be second down and 11. Second down, I guess, was a loss of 2. I guess that's 2, so it's going to be second and 12.
Bring up second and 12 for the Red Raiders.
There's Isaiah. Senior wide receiver and defensive back. Great play by Isaiah, that last touchdown saving fumble.
Here we go, wide open, Gilnitz. Yeah, we first down. Completed pass from Flights to Gilnitz. Gain of about 13. His Flights was rolling out. Didn't you say Gilnitz? I think you were telling me that he's quite a basketball player also.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, it's a handoff, and that's to, I did see
Carr.
who it was, I'm thinking Carr, but he ran right into the pile.
The interior of the bottom of the line.
There's Golnitz, number 1.
Led by number 54 for the Bombers.
Remember, he was the last,
Sorry,
one of the last games of the season last year. He had that compound fracture in his
Yeah, I
leg.
missed that game, yep. That's why I was surprised he was playing this year. I heard it was horrible. I was surprised he was playing again.
Yeah, I mean, he was very close to losing his lower half of his leg. He was in the hospital, several surgeries, and amazing.
Yeah,
He was
it's a
able to
year
return-
later. It's less than a year later.
Well, he returned for the basketball season. It was crazy. I mean, talk about medicine nowadays, what you can do. Try to go for Adams.
You know, at least he got rid of it, because I'll tell you right now, number 50, I'm trying to, is that 55? Number 65 was closing in on him. Tyler Langston, and he's a big old boy. 6'2", 240. He probably hurts when he hits you. Here comes McInerney. I was kind of surprised, but he sat out the last couple offensive plays.
There's the junior quarterback, Brody Flights.
We got a timeout, Hornell.
It's the
3rd and 9.
Raiders call timeout with 37 seconds left in the first quarter.
I got to tell you, Coach Muir sent me before the Livonia game. Sent me a picture of it was back. Oh, I don't even know what year it was, but my son Zach was a water boy. He was just a little guy. Of course, his favorite was always Omar and Omar Mayer and Kurt Scholes were his two favorites. And he'd go into the locker room and tell me what they would say and giggle while he was telling me. Mr. Coretta was so mad.
First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. That's right, your cashback rewards for an ATM fee is refunded. Do you Apex? I do. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. And, of course, Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 607-324-6424. Need a new computer, one repaired? It's First Heritage Federal Credit Union.
Go to it. Nice catch. He's got it. That was a beautiful, beautiful catch by McInerney as he laid out. His first catch of the year, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Did he play last week?
Yeah,
he didn't play
this
against
is the
Livonia.
4th game, though. He's played the first game of the year.
Okay.
And I'm not sure, to be honest with you, I don't have the stats.
Well, I
but-
was just thinking this was his first game.
Enough for a Hornell first down. Hornell's going to have to start passing. Their running game, East Rochester, is just too big.
Yeah, they've got on their front line 240 and 242.
Yeah. and I wouldn't be having him running. I just wouldn't have, and I said that last week. Brody is not very quick. He's not a very quick runner. You can't. I just wouldn't. And you're going to sacrifice somebody. That's your quarterback. If he gets hurt.
Yeah, I think the backup is in 10th grade.
Yeah, and it's just. So that's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back.
Hornell R4 Cancer Red Raiders 0.
I was an athlete when I grew up, and I always wanted to stay near athletes. What drove me to orthopedics and sports medicine in general was the need and the want to help these patients from their time of injury and helping them with surgery and through the rehab, getting them back to the field. My patients are obviously very important to me. These athletes, weekend warriors, all of them, I really want them to get back and be doing the things that they want to be doing.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
In life,
For the Raiders, it's going to be 2nd and 12. The ball is on their own 43-yard line. Okay, wide open. Would have been number 13 for Hornell, and that's Ashton Hooker. And that's going to be gain of about...
Ashton Hooker, covered on the play by number 13, Jordan Nunn.
Where'd he go out at? Well, he's
Gain of about 8 yards, going to bring up 3rd and 4. So the Red Raiders just crossed midfield at the 49-yard line.
I was talking to Ashton the other day, and I'm like, I can't believe you're a senior already. I remember him playing on our street here with the friends years and years ago. He was a tiny little kid.
We're getting old, Pice. We're getting old. Or I am old. Oh.
The offense.
Stop for no gain.
I mean, unfortunately, you got to run it occasionally to keep the, because your
Keep 'em
receivers will be
honest.
so tired, and yeah, you got to keep them honest.
The car's getting blasted as soon as he gets the ball.
And a flag on top of that?
Ball is personal foul face mask against the Bombers. March off 15 additional yards.
Oh, that evens things up, Pice.
First down as the ball
2 flags each.
inside the 35-yard line down to the 34. Raiders 1st and 10.
I want to take the time out to thank Mayor John Buckley from Hornell. I made up an ad for him, and I'll read the ad that I made up, but I had a graphic and stuff, but the graphic doesn't seem to want to load for his support here of our broadcast and the Hornell Raiders team.
There's Gilnitz.
Thing is, if you look at that, if we watch that replay, Golnitz lowers his head, and they're all going low. I think he had a chance to jump over him, or you know what I mean, do a little something different.
Actually, he had a little bit of a hole to the, if he had gone just a little bit wider. But it's going to be 2nd and, what's it, 4?
Yep, 2nd down and a long 4.
Yeah, long 4, you're right.
Adams in motion.
There's Gilnitz again. He's got a nice haul. I think he might have the first down. Yes, that's good for a first down. There we go. Hornell's moving the ball. Now let's hang on to it.
Very good for a first down. Ball's not on.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Gananda 23.
What was nice about that is Golnitz, he took a little stutter step, saw the hole, and then took off.
I love watching him. He was my favorite last year.
I'll never forget that game for as long as I live. And obviously the horrific injury for Golnitz, the officials even said after that they're not going to play on that field ever again at night because they used temporary lighting.
Where was it at?
Oh, it was in Alexander. It was absolutely horrible.
And they're big football. Got it. Oh! He let up a little bit.
Pass intended for number 33.
I'd go back to that one a little later. He was open.
Broken up on number 13.
I think he's got to release
Oh,
it.
wait, there's a flag.
Another flag.
What was that about? It had to be on, I think it was on McInerney. And it's
Did he
going to
say
be
something? Let's see.
He had to have said something to the.
Or taunt or something afterwards, maybe?
You can't do that.
I know.
mean, that's
You're gonna cost
15
your team.
yards.
Yep. You can hear, you can see Izzy kind of balling him out, and I would too. It's you can't hurt your team. It's not about you. That's what upsets me about these
Well,
kids.
you can't make your way through the crowd and then hide behind everybody so the coach.
Well, yeah, not even that. I'm just saying from the actual thing too. You know, the actual saying
Well, take
something.
the chewing. You did wrong. You know, the heat of the moment. You know you did wrong.
So wow, look at it, moves him way back, 15 yards.
Yeah.
Second down
and the play was over. He threw that as he was running back to the huddle.
I think he got.
Okay, here's Carr. Nice hole. Oh, he got hit hard. He got about 7 of it back, maybe 8.
Matt from Arkport. Carr Farms, you know the Carr Farms. It's by St.
up
Mary's
there,
Cemetery.
By St. Mary's Cemetery, yeah.
Yep.
I believe his mother grew up right down on William Street.
Yep, graduated high school with me.
Bonnie?
Yep.
Yep.
Sweetheart, Bonnie.
It's going to be 3rd and 17. This is going to be one of those Hornell's going to go, they're going to go 4 downs.
Yeah.
There's Kilnitz again.
Yeah, he
He's got to the outside. Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, and they're going to go a flag because the whistle was blown.
Want to even it up a little bit here. There's 3 flags.
That'll be an automatic first down, I think, too. I think, because it's a personal foul after the play is whistled. Yeah, he touched it down, but Golnitz in his own sense, but he stops running, and then, the guy goes real low at his legs, too. And that's number 5, William.
Is that what the call's going to be, Bob? He just went too low?
No, I think it late hit.
Oh.
Does it give them a first
No, we got
down?
our 15 back.
Personal foul.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8.
It's going to be 4th down, I believe.
Or 4th and 8.
Because you lose that down even when because it's after the play. See.
That calls going against the Bombers.
Got 4th and 8.
Puts the Raiders down to the on the 20-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and about 7.
I think I might go back to McInerney like that play where he got his personal foul at.
I'm not a big fan of how that goes to 4th down because why not just break his leg then? I mean,
yeah.
You don't want it, but you know what I mean. There's no incentive to. Because when you're 1st down and 20 or 3rd down and 20, it doesn't matter. I know nobody's going to do it, but you know what I mean? It's just kind of personal foul. I'm not sure what's going on here. The officials are all getting together. Oh, with the coach, that's why. East Rochester head coach Tim Rose. And, yep. He was probably saying, well, Golnitz didn't stop running on the whistle, but he did. He did pull up and start doing that little high step dance or whatever he was trying to do to try to avoid the low hit.
They were closing in, too. There's like 3 of them.
Yeah. It's a long.
I was hoping maybe they would say, oh, yeah, you're supposed to be 1st down. But Okay, he's got good protection, good protection, good protection. He's got nobody to throw it to. Good protection, good protection.
He's got to throw it.
Oh,
It's
interception.
intercepted.
That was picked off by number, is that 13?
Yes.
Picked off by number 13, Jordan Nunn. He said, I'll have none of that.
Pass picked off by the Bombers.
I think he could have probably stayed in the pocket too. And I've said that a couple times. He runs too much. Go back
I'm
and
assuming
go
it's designed to roll out. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
But every play he rolls out. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
But
I know.
they have for years.
Yeah. Stay back. You're a pocket. See if you can, release from the pocket. Nobody was coming after him.
No, it was wide open.
He had a few seconds
It
to-
was clear. I mean,
No quarterback. They're less accurate rolling out than they are in the pocket. I mean, that's a fact. So if they have him rolling out every single pass, I don't understand
look
it.
at fumble, 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 fumble. Come on, kids.
There you go.
We're going taken down at about the 4-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of about 9 after the.
And the player's hurt.
What do we got here?
They're all right. He's
okay,
all right.
so just get me up. That's McInerney.
Oh, McInerney. Ooh, he got twisted. McInerney did his knee.
17 for the Bombers.
I think he's kind of running it off. Put some of that red McCurcombe on it.
I don't know. It looked worse than it looked bad.
Yeah.
Now, if the Bombers are paying attention, I'd go right to whoever he's covering number 2. I'd give it right to Allen.
Boy, there's a play that's been working for him all night long. Uh-oh, he's gone. We're not catching him.
McInerney.
McInerney's trying. Well,
Nope.
Sneed the ball carrier.
I thought McInerney was going to maybe catch up with him.
Breaks free from the
No,
tackle.
McInerney's hobbled.
That's right.
For a touchdown.
You can see him trying, but
Yeah.
he just can't do it.
He pulled up. I wonder if you could feel it. No, that's too bad. Especially after that last play. I mean, they'll lose 13.
Yeah.
Or lose 9.
Touchdown run for the Bombers makes the score 18-0.
So ER they lost, they lost the first game 25-12 to because ER is at C school. They lost to a B school, Honeyway Falls, Lima.
I remember we played them for years and
Yeah.
years. Had some good games here. They were always good. We're going to try to get 2 here to make up for those 2. Boy, they've had some real issues with that extra point. That's the 3rd bad snap on an extra point.
Bobble on the conversion, no good. So it's 7:53 left in a half.
So going back to Mayor Buckley, Hornell City Mayor Buckley wishes the Hornell Red Raiders good luck in tonight's game. John provides experienced leadership to keep Hornell moving forward and always working to the betterment of the Hornell community. Thanks, John Buckley, for your support. And I'm sorry your ad didn't work. and the ad for I had the picture of the kids for homecoming for some reason is not loading. I'll try to get that at halftime to see if I can get that to operate properly.
I saw they had the downtown Main Street all blocked off. Is there some kind of a festival?
Yeah,
or
the
craft festival tomorrow?
Maple Leaf Festival's tomorrow. Today's game brought to you by the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street in Hornell. Your Italian favorites, plus chicken wings, steaks, and best toasted subs. I always mention, thanks to the Italian
Yeah,
Villa.
we had a pizza from there last night. Wonderful, wonderful pizza, as a matter of fact.
Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights and wellness. Thanks, Dr. Joseph McKay. And Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Gilio, 24-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. It's Gilio's. And, of course, Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Mike Hess, Darryl Howell, and the crew.
Gio set the kick.
Okay, it's going to be picked up by Adams.
Back Adams, number 20.
He brought it out to the 40, what is that, the 43-yard line of Hornell.
Yep, and good starting position for the Raiders, too, now.
On the tackle. It's going to set Hornell up, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
You mentioned Brian Butler. He about out some the septic clearing.
Yeah, I'm going to do a new ad for him for that too.
He cleaned out my septic this week.
Probably one of the hardest jobs he's ever had.
He earned his money.
He's thought twice about buying that business.
Yeah.
Nice job.
There we go. Keep going. Hang on the ball.
Nice run by
Hand off to Carr.
Matthew.
Quick burst, up the middle, brought down.
That was a nice run, but it reminded me of the run where he fumbled it last time when they grabbed him by the shirt and he kept running.
9-yard
Tuck that thing in there, Mr. Carr.
I guarantee he won't fumble again.
No.
Unless it's a hard hit or something. He won't make that mistake.
What was that? That's a gain of 9. Maybe even a little more than 9.
Hornell, for their own confidence, has got to score before halftime.
Oh, absolutely. There we go. That was number 7 for Hornell.
Good job.
That's Brendan Becker.
Yep, Becker.
Taken by fullback Brendan Becker right up the middle for Hornell Red Raider, first down.
Little at a time. Chip away. Use up that clock.
Yep. McInerney.
The bottom line score.
Split left. Isaiah Adams in motion.
There it is. There's Carr again. There he goes. Oh, that could be a face mask. We need a flag. No flag?
Puts it inside.
I didn't see him call. Didn't see him throw a
Could you
flag.
see that again, Bob? That looked like he threw him right down by the face mask.
Let's see.
Gain of almost 5. Gain of 4. We bring up 2nd and 6 for the Red Raiders.
Nah, he got him. It was shoulder pad.
Okay.
Yeah. You know how he
Well,
grabbed
the ref
right
was
about
right
here.
there, but I
Yeah.
thought, boy, from up here it looked like he spun him around by his face mask. That was a nice run. So now we got nice runs from Gilness. We got nice runs from Carr. We got nice runs from Becker.
Is that going to be
It's going to be
delay?
offensive. Is that going to be delay?
Yep.
Or?
You can tell.
Oh, yep, right here.
Yeah, that back judge that's way in the back at the 15-yard line,
Yeah.
you'll see him when 10 seconds, when there's 10 seconds left on the clock, he goes like this, okay, and then he called the delay at 10 seconds. So he gives you a notice. That's why Hornell, when they think they redo stuff, they should put a clock here. Bath has one. A lot of schools have the play clock in the end zones.
Ball on the ER again on the 41.
We got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
2nd and 11.
Nice drive, and we get a penalty. Last time we had a nice drive penalty. Okay, that's a wounded duck, but he's going to get. Oh,
That's intended for number 1.
I thought maybe Gilness was going to grab that.
There's a flag. Let's see. Golnitz stopped going for it. I'm not sure. Let's see.
It was kind of a wobbler, so I don't know if did he have to come back for it a little bit?
He was looking. I'm not sure if the defender was in the way or not. Is this another penalty against Hornell?
Oh, you're kidding.
I don't know. It was a penalty.
Yeah.
Yep, they were going to march it off, whatever it is.
There's another one. Okay, we're starting the flag football game again this week.
Yep.
That's 5 against Hornell.
And it's a long one. Wow. Personal foul.
Calls personal foul against the Red Raiders, going to back them up 15 more yards.
Yep.
Red Raiders face a 2nd and
That's 2
25.
15-yard penalties this half.
45-yard line, 44-yard line.
So ER beat Greece, Olympia, and Odyssey combined. And then out of 50, ER beat Letchworth and then beat Livonia as well this year. Livonia has yet to win a game, unfortunately.
There we go. There's McInerney.
Pass complete to McInerney.
Going to get, well, he almost got back to the original line of scrimmage. It's about a yard short.
Did you notice about that pass? In the pocket, didn't move.
Yeah.
Beautiful strike that time.
Red Raiders get about half of that back.
threw it exactly where McEnany could catch
He's
it.
still got a little limp there, Bob. Look at.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about him. I mean, didn't.
Obviously a tough kid.
Brings up 3rd and 12 for the Red Raiders.
Izzy's going to send the play in with Ashton. Now what? Timeout Hornell.
Timeout Hornell.
Izzy didn't like what he saw.
Timeout on the field. Red Raiders call
4:41 remaining in the half.
Today's game brought to you by the Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street in Hornell. Cremation services $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks, Jim Dagan. Laura Pico, Dagan Funeral Home. Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777. Team, school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. It's Valley Apparel and Designs. Strobel Supply, 40 Shawmut Industrial Park. Log on to strobelsupply.com. You're a 3M dealer, a DuPont paint and chemical dealer. It's Strobel's Supply. And by Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Top-notch sales service, make car buying simple when you're driver deal at Simmons and Rockwell. And by Butler Sewage.
Okay, I get it.
Car in motion. Wait, did he step out of bounds? Yep.
Flags chased out of the pocket. Looks like he stepped out of bounds.
Oh.
There's a whistle.
I was hoping just they chip away, even if they were just going to get 6 and then 6 more at the. Because I assumed they were going to go for 4 downs.
Yeah, he ran right out of bounds. It was going to be caught anyways, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Hornell, I assume, would be punting here.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and 15 for the Red Raiders.
We lost 3 yards.
The Raiders lining up in punt formation. 30, flights back to kick.
Oh, what was that? Was that a fake punt?
I don't know.
Bobble on the snap.
Because he didn't snap it to the punter, he snapped it to the up man.
Recovered by number 13.
If it was, the up man didn't know it.
Yeah, somebody forgot to tell him.
Jordan Nunn on the recovery, going to set up the Bombers at midfield. 4:28 to play in the half.
So more, and just think, this could be even worse than it was because ER fumbled that ball in the end zone.
Yeah. We went backwards.
Yeah. Nice.
He's got a lot of green out in front of him.
Yep. That's a great move by him.
Yep. Finally run out of bounds by number 7, Brendan Becker.
Hornell, no containment on the.
Game 12 brings it down to the Hornell Red Raider 38-yard line.
Hooker goes in and Fowler comes out. It's going to be a handoff to number 4.
Wow, right up the middle again.
So you got a carry.
Tackled by Adams.
Brought down by Adams.
Brought down in the secondary by number 20.
Too easy.
Adams. Another big gain.
The first down by Sneed.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So East Rochester has the ball. It's going to be first and 10 at the Hornell 21.
Nice crossing pattern.
Beautiful catch by number 6, Noah Mathers, also known as the Beaver.
Oh, it was Jerry Mathers. Yep.
Hornell's kind of let this game get away from them.
I guess the good thing is they're going to go for a kick the extra point this time.
Well, let's see what happens. So far, they've fumbled all 3 snaps. There we go. And it went through.
Yeah, it did. Wow.
Extra point conversion. Kick is good.
That makes the score 25-0.
Yep. Today's game brought to you by Maple City Collision, the best auto body repair shop around. Is Maple City Collision. All makes and models, all years at Maple City Collision. Thanks, John Birch. Twin Hickory Golf Club, 18 challenging holes overlooking the beautiful Canisteel Valley. Thanks, Twin Hickory. Log on to twinhickorygolfclub.com. Buy a gift certificate for Christmas. Believe it or not, Christmas is only a couple months away. Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. Complete auto care, including collision. Log on to Lamax Automax, that's with 2x's.com. And check out the complete inventory of used trucks, vans, and autos at Lamax Automax. And Logo Print Company for all your t-shirts, hats, coffee mugs, banners. Anything you need print-wise, they can do at Logo Print Company. Logo Print Company.
Right across the street.
Yep. And by Oyer Self-Storage, locations in Elmond and Wellsville, 140 units total. 24-day access, long-term discounts, sizes up to 10 by 30, safe and secure. It's.
And the owner lives right across the street.
Yep. Remember, were you here when the Army?
I was. I was one of the first ones over there.
Yeah. Adams.
I brought the football over that he was carrying.
By Adams up to the 39-yard line, brought down by number 13. That's Jordan Nunn on the tackle.
And for those that don't know what I was alluding to there, the
that was horrible.
Yeah, the Black Knights parachuting team, and they're internationally known.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
They do professional football games and everything. They were supposed to drop off a football here.
Yep.
And they saw the plane go over and all that, and 3 or 4 of them landed right on the 50-yard line. And then
the one with the ball.
Yeah, well, there was 2 of them. They were connected together.
Oh, okay.
Crashed, and one of the people broke their legs and hit.
Yeah, that was at Oyer's lawn.
Yeah, Jim Oyer owns that Oyer Self-Storage. Hit his truck and broke his mirror, and I mean, worse that she had a broken leg, but she ended up all right.
Yeah, I brought the ball over. It was a ball for Coach Baston.
Did you hustle it over, or did you walk?
I don't remember.
You should have thrown it from that.
Yeah. I'd like to know how many field goals or extra points my son Nate missed kicking towards Seneca, because I found out later his goal was always to kick it into Seneca Road.
Yeah.
So he tried to hit it as hard as he could, which probably made it go a little bit of everywhere.
It's like at golf. Don't overswing. Golnitz cuts back.
I've never seen so many tackles where they grab him by the shirt and you get a good piece of it. That's a first down by Gilnitz. Good second effort by him, because they had him by the jersey for, I don't know, a gain of 1 or 2. And I went and put jeans on. Nice warm night, First time I've had jeans on since April or May.
Another goal, and it's.
Oh, he hesitated too much there, waiting for that hole to open.
I don't think there was any hole.
No, it was a black hole.
Yeah. I think he hesitated. He was like, "Wait a minute, there's nowhere to go."
Timeout on the field.
Timeout.
Bombers take a timeout with 2:20 left in the half.
They're playing Baby Shark. Today's game brought to you by Wilkins Auto Sales for car haulers, utility trailers, dump trailers, and so much more. It's Wilkins Auto Sales just outside the city limits. Wilkins Auto Sales. And by Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Lotus Street, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 25 years. It's Dr. Pat Pico. Dr. Pico.
Hopefully Coach Mayer drew up a 25-point play here before halftime.
Well, I think obviously just a single touchdown would be important here for Hornell. It really would. I mean, it's just...
And there's Carr.
Pitch to Carr, brought down by number 6.
Now, the time is of the essence here, too. I mean, I don't mean
All right, that clock's still ticking. He didn't go out of bounds.
No.
Carr across the 40-yard line at 39.
It's going to be
3rd and 4 for the Red Raiders.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. Well, that's Adam. He doesn't usually come out of the backfield. And that's going to be, I don't think I think he's short by just about a foot or so.
Nick also. Ball down to the 36-yard line. And bring up 4th and 1 for the Red Raiders.
So click this button? Yeah.
And then just make sure you lock it up again.
Okay.
It's in the back. What do they call it? Double timeout? Today's game brought to you by St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department, where champions are cheered on. Injured, they've got you covered. St. James and the Orthopedics Department. Thank you, guys. Exclusively for Allegheny County and Steuben County neighborhoods, it's called Hometown Advantage. Your local first-year and transfer students studying full-time on campus are guaranteed at least $2,000 scholarship per year, making it the most affordable option and the biggest return offered at State College. So again, $2,000 guaranteed scholarship for Allegheny and Steuben residents attending Alfred State College. So if you live somewhere else, move to one of these counties.
So Hornell's got it, 4th and 1. Oh no,
no.
Go sideways.
Yep.
He
Oh,
might.
my
Well,
goodness.
I don't.
He's trying to stretch it.
I think he got back to about the original line of scrimmage. No, first down, East Rochester.
He had nowhere to go. I'm watching the replay. Nobody's blocking on the line. Unfortunately, their defense line is too tough.
They're big.
Yep.
They have a 240 and a 242-pounder up there. 2 all beef patties.
That's like me being out there.
Yeah.
Except I'm 5'5".
They're like the Big Macs out there. They're 2 whole beefs.
ER.
Okay, we got a flag.
Holding. And a incomplete pass anyways.
He's lucky he dropped that. Number 7 was going to drill him.
See if I can see the hold here.
Was it not perceived as
And I think, I'm not sure who that's going to be on. Did they say? They don't, of course, they don't tell you the number. Looks like it might have been on 55, Britton De La Moros. Quarterback number 10, Benjamin Newman. There's Benjamin.
I think Izzy just kicked number 55 off the team. Yep.
Wow, nice pass.
Yes.
Pass complete to number 6.
They're going to hurry up.
Good for a Bomber first down. In the hurry up.
Senior Braden Fauser that was upset.
That was quite an exit.
Yep. Not sure exactly what happened.
Second and 5 for the Bombers.
Oh, nice defensive play by Adams.
Pass broken up by number 20. Isaiah Adams. They bring up 3rd and 5.
East Rochester goes that hurry up offense, so they're trying to get down. They're trying to do another score before the end of the half.
Yeah. Third down and 5.
We saw a hole there.
Yep.
Stop the clock. Only 8 seconds ticked off.
Stop the clock with 27 seconds left in the half.
Well, I'm going to go down in the field. Chris, you'll take over for me at the halftime. Not right this second, but
Let me apologize ahead of time for screwing up everybody's homecoming.
He'll do just fine. So you can see what's on the monitor. I was going to do a second camera tonight, and my cameraman is called in sick. So we're going to have a live camera down below.
He's got it.
Nice catch. Wow.
Yeah, he's a good receiver.
Justice Allen.
That's the second one he's kind of snatched out of the air like that.
Put perfectly, too. The pass was perfect. Nothing. And he's on the much shorter Matthew Carr, unfortunately. Not an ideal matchup for Allen. Or it is ideal for Allen, but not for Carr. When I say much shorter, he's a couple inches, but still in wide receiver land. It's
There we go. They finally got their
Extra point kick is good.
they got their snap to the holder back without screwing it up. We had 9 penalties so far, 5 for Hornell and 4 for East Rochester. It's not quite the flag fest that we had against Livonia yet.
so after a successful win last week in Geneva, some soul searching again, I think, for Hornell.
There we go.
Is that a big bell they have down there?
Is that what?
There's a bell down there on the track. See it?
Oh, yeah. Something new?
Not sure what that is.
Ring my bell.
Who sang that?
Peaches and Herb? I don't know.
Good guess. I don't know either, but
Red River Unger and the Saddle Sores? I'm not sure.
So 32-0 here you are in the first half.
That's going to be Adams. And he's going to be, oh, wait a minute.
Did he hand it off?
He lateraled at number 3 car.
I wasn't even looking to ladder
I
it.
didn't even see him do it.
Hornell's going to take over first and 10.
No, it was fumbled.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Good awareness by Matt.
Would have bounced right up in his.
No, Matt was just happened to be in the right place, and the ball rolled to him. He had to bend down and pick it up.
Well, that was fast. All that happened. I was watching the whole thing. I didn't see any of it.
It was kind of hidden. The way the ball, it was the hidden ball trick.
Well, Hornell's going to go into the locker room at halftime, down 32-0.
Yep.
In the half.
Now we have the homecoming festivities.
East Rochester, Gananda Bombers 32. Hornell, Orford, Cancer Reagan, Red Raiders 0. Don't go anywhere, fans. It's almost time for the 2024 Hornell High School homecoming.
It's homecoming.
I'm just standing up to get some blood going.
Ladies and gentlemen, we draw your attention to midfield for our homecoming festivities. First, the 50-50 draw. The 50-50 winning tickets will last year's homecoming queen, Miss Stella Argentieri, join us in midfield. Tonight's first winning ticket will be for $365. Miss Argentieri, if you would do the honors, please. And that winning number, 172222. Again, $365. The number 172222. You can pick up your winnings at the Hornell concession stand. And our second drawing is for the stained glass souvenir memento, the Hornell H. And that number is 173325. 173325. Thank you, Hornell Alumni Association. I draw your attention to car number 1, driven by Mr. Richie Head. Our queen candidate is Reese Harwood. Reese is the daughter of Jamie and Nicole Harwood. She participates in soccer, softball, show choir, and jazz band. Reese plans on attending Alfred University to major in legal studies. Ladies and gentlemen, queen candidate number 1. Her escort is Mr. Lucas Hancock. Lucas is the son of Chad and Christina Hancock. He plays for the Hornell Riviera football team and baseball team. Lucas plans to attend college for business and sports management and hopes someday to be a professional scout. Ladies and gentlemen, couple number 1, Miss Reese Howard and Mr. Lucas Hancock. Car number 2. Car number 2 is driven by Mr. Joe Bob. Our queen candidate is Miss Samantha Sexsmith, and our king candidate, Mr. Colin Stryker. Samantha is the daughter of Dave and Lisa Sexsmith. She is an avid dancer and a varsity cheerleader. Her college plans are undecided, but she plans to major in construction management. Colin Stryker, the son of Ashley and Brian Stryker. Caleb participates in jazz choir, the varsity swim team, and varsity golf team. He plans to attend Alfred University and major in sports and health sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, King and Queen candidate number 2, Ms. Samantha Sexsmith and Mr. Caleb Stryker. And ladies and gentlemen, car number 3, driven by Mr. Rich Scavo. We have Queen candidate Aaliyah Stewart and her escort queen candidate, PJ Pico. Aaliyah is the daughter of Dave and Julie Stewart. She participates in volleyball, softball, and dance. She plans to attend college and major in radiological technology. PJ Pico is the son of Laura and Pasquale Pico. He is a member of the soccer, basketball, baseball, and golf teams. He plans to attend college with an undecided major at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, your King Queen candidates, number 3, Miss Aaliyah Stewart and Mr. PJ Pico. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for all of our King and Queen candidates tonight. And now, the envelope, please, Miss Argentieri. Last year's Queen, Miss Stella Argentieri, will have placed the tiara on our winner's head. And the 2024 Homecoming Queen is Miss Reese Hallwood. With her Homecoming King, Mr. Lucas Hancock. Congratulations, Reese and Lucas, and to all of our candidates at the Queen's Court now. Congratulations one more time to all of our court, the Queen, and their court, as their escort cars make their way back around the track. Let's hear it one more time.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer. But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits. Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
I was an athlete when I grew up, and I always wanted to stay near athletes. What drove me to orthopedics and sports medicine in general was the need and the want to help these patients from their time of injury and helping them with surgery and through the rehab, getting them back to the field. My patients are obviously very important to me. These athletes, weekend warriors, all of them, I really want them to get back and be doing the things that they want to be doing.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veteran's cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more than
who I am on paper.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. So if you want to talk to your kids, you have to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
My entire practice is focused and centered around St. James Hospital in Hornell. We see a lot of joint pain from hips, shoulders, and knees, whether you're a weekend warrior or even a 80 to 90-year-old who just wants to stay active and keep walking a couple blocks in their neighborhood. I want to spend the time to connect, to really hear you and understand why you've come to visit me to seek treatment. It drives me to be the best physician I can be so that you can go back and do the things that you want to do in life.
At the Ryan agencies, like you, we live and work here. As costs rise, we get what you're going through. Let us look at your insurance to put money back in your pocket. You have to trust someone. Why not trust the Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters?
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
This year, celebrate Vote Early Day.
And make your voice heard.
Each year, the amount of people voting early grows.
And this fall, over 250 million Americans can vote early.
In person.
By dropping off their ballot.
Or mailing it in. With so many options, you can vote when it's convenient for you.
Election Day is the last day to cast your ballot.
So the question isn't why vote early.
It's why wait. Join the celebration and find out how you can vote early at voteearlyday.org.
What would you give for a child you loved to make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. You see, wishes are so powerful.
So here we go for second half.
It's going to go out of bounds. No, it's going to be picked up by, who is that? Is that Carr? No, Carr's number 3. I didn't see who picked that up.
Down right away by the Bomber defense.
Oh, that was number 1. That was Gilnitz.
The Raiders are going to take over, 1st and 10.
Let's get something going here. And let's not get it down to the 20 and then have, 2 or 3 penalties. Okay, so it's 1st and 10 for Hornell. Going to be at their own 23-yard line.
Oh, nowhere to go.
I'm not sure what the flag was for.
Is that helmet to helmet?
Number 6 flag on the play.
Let's see. I can see it.
I mean, I guess I heard that, but I didn't see. It wasn't like a targeting.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, unfortunately, they're both standing straight up. You know what I mean?
Turn up a little.
Hello? Testing? I gotta get this system I bought. Crap. I mean, it's $300 and it doesn't work. I can't figure it out audio-wise. Drives me nuts. Otherwise, what it does, it sends out such a high sound.
Is that the same as last year?
Yeah.
Last year was perfect.
No, because I had the same issue last year. I just kind of worked around it. Oops.
So that's going to be 15 yards. So if my calculations right, we each have 5 penalties.
Foul, have contact. He said Hornell up 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It's going to be a handoff there to Gilnitz. So he's got a nice. Love watching that kid run. Love watching him run. That looks like it's going to be a 1st down.
51.
We got an injured player. It looks like maybe his hand, arm. That's number 51.
That's Nick Falso.
That's Nick Falso.
Not sure where he did it. He's the one that made the tackle.
But somebody just stepped on his hand. I see him just shaking his hand or his forearm. He looks like he's all right. So Hornell's got the ball 1st and 10. They're at their own
47.
47, yep. And there's Gilnitz again. He's going to go the other way. And he's going to get almost another 1st down. It's going to be a gain of about 8. Gilnitz left, Gilnitz right.
Being 7 degrees, 2nd and 3 for the Red Raiders, just across midfield on the 46-yard line.
Is that going to be a 1st down? I believe so.
Brendan Becker, number 7.
Becker, the up back on the carry, good for a 1st down to the Bomber 40-yard line.
Okay, Hornell, you're doing good. Let's not go back 15. There's Gilnitz again. Oh, tripped up by number 4. That's quite a tackle there by
Sneed.
Sneed. Everyone needs a Sneed.
Wasn't there a famous golfer?
There was, but there was a famous Dr. Seuss story about the, I can't even think of what his name was. It was about pollution.
Who needs it?
Everyone needs a Sneed. There's a quarterback keeper. I thought he was going to pass it there for a second. Yeah, I don't like that call.
I don't like any of his runs. That's just my personal. I'm not a coach, but I've never seen him break for anything. And there's only negative that comes from him getting hurt.
So it's 3rd and 2. Well, he stretched it out too far. If you're going to have him, do a
quarterback sneak or something.
Draw, a draw, yeah. Drop back a couple steps, then take off right up the middle. There we go, and that's going to be Carr, and I'm not sure.
It's going to be close.
He's so little.
Yeah. It is a first.
What grade's he in, Bob?
10th. 10th grader.
Oh, we got a good future at running back.
Yep.
Now, is there a JV team?
No.
There we go. It's Carr again. There we go. He's getting some yardage.
Carr again on the carry. Brought down by number 4, Sneed.
It's like number 8 is injured a little bit for. That's Robert Detman, but I believe his own player ran into him.
He's listed as a backup quarterback and defensive back. 10th grader Detman is.
There, Hornell's kind of going to that quick snap. That's Gilness.
Oh, he's not down yet, is he?
No.
Unless he put his arm down. I'll go see the replay, but.
And I didn't hear a whistle at first.
No, he wasn't down.
It's going to be, what, 2nd and 6?
His elbow was close, but it never touched.
They should have let him keep going, Bob?
Yeah, but it's so close, but you could see it was up from our angle.
I like our angle.
Safety first.
I'm from Hornell. That's the angle I like. There we go. Well, nobody's out. Oh, he's going to take it himself. There we go. I do like that he ran out of bounds, Bob, because I don't think he was going to make it to the end zone, and if not, he was going to get hit hard. Hornell's mounting a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years.
Remember all those years they won, what, how many in a row?
51.
And then they lost, what, 20 or 10 in a row or 12 in a row, whatever it was after that. Those were bad years, too.
I still remember that last time we went to the States thinking, well, here we go again. Remember, we got the first touchdown.
Yep. And that was it.
Then we got blown out. It was just a strange game.
Mm-hmm. Hoosick Falls, wasn't it?
Yes.
Game 2 for the Red Raiders, going to bring it 2nd and 6 from the 6.
So it's 2nd and 6. The ball's on the. Is it on the 6?
Yes.
So it's 2nd.
Can't get a first
goal.
down.
2nd and goal at the 6. Isn't that what I'm supposed to say? There we go. Touchdown.
Yep, nice job.
Touchdown, yes. Did a little toe tapping. That was McInerney?
Nice concentration by McInerney
That was
that
nice
time
catch,
too.
yes. They going for 2? Oh, there's our bell.
That's what the bell's for.
It wasn't much of a ding. Oh, wow, he got hit as soon as he grabbed the ball.
Yeah, he's a big boy, too.
Number 55, Delmadoros. 2-point
55, Breton Delmadoros.
That is going to make the score. The East Rochester Gananda Bombers 32. The Hornell.
So McInerney puts Hornell on the board.
6.
Senior wide receiver.
6:46.
Puts Hornell on the board. 32-6. The comeback always starts with the first touchdown.
Today's game is brought to you by ZBQ2U Barbecue, authentic smoked meats. ZBQ2U Barbecue provides exceptional catering services, beef brisket, beef ribs, reversed seared tomahawk steaks, whole chickens, Cajun corn, roasted potatoes, jerk chicken, pasta, whatever you want. They have out there, so thanks.
It's my man Sadiq.
Yep, Sadiq Mayer. Delicious food. Today's game brought to you by Erica Golnitz, your licensed real estate salesperson for Real Incorporated. Committed to you, committed to this community. 607-382-1959. Looking to buy or sell a property, it's Erica Golnitz. And by Dr. John Wine, Dr. Richikowski at Wine Cow Credit, 607-324-7246, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. And John Wine, been advertising with me for over 30 years. Thanks, John. Been in business since 1989. 324-6690 for John and Dagan. Nice tackle by McInerney.
McInerney's come alive here in the second half.
Number 33, Eric McInerney.
So much for injury. You know, we thought he was going to be injured.
First and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
He's still limping. You can get an ACL after the game.
Yeah, it's just the drive-up window.
Maybe they sell them at the new Tim Hortons.
I was there today at the grand opening. Tim Hortons. They gave the Tim bits away. Or not away, they're $1.
I just think that's about the worst location.
It's packed every day.
It's early.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is they love the school. Being by the school, that's the big thing.
Yeah, but the kids aren't allowed out of school.
No, but I mean, yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. These companies do a lot of research on all that. Run up the middle.
Sneed on the carry, brought down by number 54, Nathan Weigel. Gain of about 2. They bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bombers.
So we've got the ball on the Bombers 30. What is that? Or the 28-yard line or 27 yard?
Yeah, ball on the 26 or 27. It's hard to tell from this angle.
It's 2nd and 8. Oh, they got trips way over here on the right. Oh, is that a?
Is anybody in the area?
No.
He wasn't out of the tackle box. Isn't that a?
Incomplete. Jordan Carey on the
Yeah, he just threw it straight out of bounds. They're talking about it. We got the flag. Oh, they dropped the flag. There we go.
Yep, it's going to be
There is a flag on the 40-yard line.
intentional grounding.
That's funny. I've never seen that before where they kind of just tiptoe over and drop the flag.
And he didn't move for outside the tackle. You got to be outside the tackle box too. Can't just go fade back and then throw it out of bounds like that. Plus a loss of down, so it's going to be 3rd down. So is it a 5-yard penalty? Or nope, 10. 10-yard apparently. Or it's from 5-yard from where he threw the ball, I think. Or where he was when he threw the ball.
Looks like it's 5:27 left in the third quarter. Hornell down 32-6. The Bombers have the ball at their own 15 after a penalty for intentional grounding.
Yep. Just a reminder, tomorrow will be live Hornell girls soccer right here against Letchworth. The JVs start at 11. The varsity starts at 1. We'll be doing both games tomorrow morning right here on Pike Sports YouTube channel.
Oh, brought down in the backfield by number 52 for Hornell. And that's Jordan Carey.
Yeah, nice job, Jordan.
I don't believe the quarterback ever saw him. He turned around to take off, and the Hornell player, Carey, was right there. It's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down and 20.
Third and 21.
We've got third on the clock, and the ball placement guy's got fourth down.
It should be fourth down because they lose.
Yeah, I was going to say, the ref tells him what the...
Yep. But because that was that penalty, you lose the down too.
Right.
That's...
Is this their first punt of the day, Bob?
I'm not sure. You got to be paying attention. I don't pay attention to those things half the time.
A delayed game.
It's not helping.
Let's back him up a little bit.
What a nice night it ended up being, you know?
Yeah. I would have worn my shorts.
Last night I did the soccer game, and it was horrible out. Or it was just in the low 40s and breezy.
I just wanted to make sure I got my lawn mowed yesterday. That's all I cared about all day yesterday. Oh, so it's going backwards. So it's Hornell's going to have first and 10 at the Bombers. I'm going to say, what, about the 32?
Yeah.
33. Well, Hornell's got a chance here to put some more points on the board.
The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville, 3 gate locations to serve you better. Jeff Ryan Insurance Protection you can rely on from the Ryan Agencies. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo, Rochester, and New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. And First Heritage Federal Credit Union, open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. Earn cashback rewards for an ATM fees refunded. Do you Apex? I do. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Now what?
We got timeout?
Yep.
Yep. I guess coach is like, hey, they're gaining some momentum here, guys.
Yeah. Ed's Computer, Sales and Service, 180 Main Street, 607-324-6424. Need a new computer, one repaired, laptops, network systems, printers, cabling, all your computer needs at Ed's Computers, Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay, 607-382-3751. He's a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. Thanks, Dr. McKay. Italian, I wonder if this is on his food list, Dr. McKay. The Italian Villa.
Dr. McKay also jiu-jitsu specialist.
Oh, is he? Yep. So
yes.
Italian Villa, 196. All your favorite Italian foods. The Argenteri family, over 60 years of bringing you that great food. And by Rustic Lux. Don't throw that piece of furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux for reloved, refurbished furniture. It's Rustic Lux at Golnitz, back left of Flights in the backfield.
That didn't work out too well.
Nope.
Number 55 and number 65 for the Bombers.
You have one. How many times does he run the ball? 5 times and 1 successful. What are the odds there? You know.
It's supposed to be a fake pitch to Gilnitz, but I think I would have pitched it.
I think it was probably the option. He probably had the option and didn't. You know.
That was a gain of 1. There we go. Carr with the going to the outside. Well, he's picking it up some good yardage. It's going to be a couple yards short of the first down. Looks like he's going to be about 3 yards short. It's going to be 3rd and 3. There's Carr again. I believe he's got the first down.
Yep.
Another first down for the Red Raiders.
Hornell's down by a lot, but it's nice to see him getting some positive yardage, heading in the right direction.
Yep.
So far, I don't believe they've had any penalties this half. Knock on wood. Knock on my head. And this is Adams again. Oh. I got to say one thing, Bobby. This team tackles really, I mean, they hit you low.
Yep, they know how to tackle.
I think they're good tacklers.
Gain of 1.
Gain of 2 for the Red Raiders. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 19, just inside the 20.
So it looks like it was a gain of 2. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 20-yard line, or from the Bombers' 20-yard line. There's Gilnitz. He's going to cut in. Takes a couple guys with him.
Close to a first down.
Yep. He's going to be my runner of the game.
6, 7. Gain of 7. And bring up 3rd and 1 for the Red Raiders.
The clock's ticking. 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hornell is down 32-6. They did score this half, and they're driving that way now. No penalties so far. And that's Carr. I didn't see, I believe he's got the first down.
On the carry, good for another Red Raider first down.
You see Aaron McInerney.
Yeah, I saw that. Trying to pick up the anchor there, the cinder block.
Helping Britton up. I said, I don't think I could even help him up. I'd be pulling muscles in my back. It listed
so it's 1st and goal?
It lists him as 5'9", 190. He's looked bigger than that, doesn't he?
Yes, much. Don't roll out. Don't roll out. Don't roll out. You got nobody to throw it to and nowhere to go.
Yeah, you know what you do when you roll out? An interception.
Interception, and that's what happened last time.
With rolling out, obviously, you narrow where you can throw the ball.
Absolutely.
You can only throw the ball to one area. I don't understand it, but I'm not the coach, and
neither am I.
I don't know why you'd want to roll out. Anyway, I mean, as a quarterback, you just want to go back and try to find your, unless, like I said, they might be designed rollouts. I just don't understand it. But you can see what happens. Only bad things. Hornell turns it over.
Well, let's look at the bright side, Bob. There was no penalties.
Yep. That's, like in any other sport, basketball and stuff, you don't want to see people bunch up to one area.
No, and that's exactly what happened there. The whole team was over there because that was the only place they knew he could go.
And he should have lived to see another day and just thrown it out of bounds.
Yep.
Throw it away. Learning. He's only a junior, but it's 15 seconds left here.
Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around.
Nice catch, over the shoulder catch.
They spiked the ball.
Did they throw a flag? Yeah.
Yep.
Big gain on the play, but there's a flag on the field.
Another one. Oh, there's 2.
What happened on the other side, I wonder?
I think the coach came out, you screaming and yelling probably about the first flag.
I remember, were you doing the game with me when, or I can't remember if I was doing the game or you were doing with someone else, when Jason Lockwood was just getting ready to cross the goal line, and he held his finger up like number 1, not like, not egregiously or whatever like that, but just like this, and they called a flag on it. The play's dead at the 1 yard line, and he was wide open running, They call that. They don't want any illegal celebration or anything anymore. They don't want it to be fun for kids. I understand.
NFL, no fun league.
Yeah. Well, they don't want. He's not like he's showing up the kid.
No, he was excited.
He was excited, and he was looking the other way. It's a bad. I'm not a big fan of those flags. It'd be different if you're standing over a kid or.
There's a difference between celebrating and taunting.
Right, and spiked it in his direction and stuff like that. They're just. So, unfortunate call against ER. 2 of them.
Well, let's go. Let's just mark it off and let's go.
Well, they're talking to the official or the coach over there.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. The thing is, if it's in the rule book like that, there shouldn't be any discussion. Unless he's trying to get his side of the story of why he came out, but I don't know what the rules are on that. How far can a coach run out on the field either?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. You said he was running out. Was he 10 yards onto the field yelling at an official? Or?
Well, that's when he threw that second flag, I mean, that's the only thing I could see going on.
Gone are the days.
Or is something on, or they just haven't marched it off yet? Because that's where he caught the ball, isn't it?
Gone are the days of Mark Gastineau and
yeah.
The big thing about
the sack dance.
I was watching just the other day because they had Gastineau and the whole. Isn't that funny? They had the whole team there, the New York Sack Exchange at the Jets game, and then 4 days later, that Abdullah Salam died. He was one of the 4 of them.
Just lately?
Yeah, he died like 3 or 4 days ago, and they were honored last week up in Buffalo. Yeah, unfortunate. He's a real nice guy. Yeah. Real good player. It was the 4 of them: him, Marty Lyons, Gastineau, and Klecko.
Was that a 30-yard? Do they do both penalties?
Must be.
Holy cow! A 30-yard penalty.
And that wasn't even an egregious celebration. You know what I mean? It wasn't even.
He just threw the ball down and took off.
All he did is spin it. I'm just watching the replay over here again, and it wasn't even. But I think you're supposed to give it right back to the official. And
First and 10.
I don't think they needed 10 minutes to explain it there, but either do it or don't do it.
Right. But is that in the rule book too, where the coaches entitled to an explanation of something? So finally, the end of the third quarter.
Brought down by number 51 for Hornell, and that's Owen Heyer.
So that's the end of the fourth.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Today's game brought to you by Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Mike S., Darrell Hall, and the crew. Excuse me. Got a cough there,
Number 40 realize that they're getting beat 32-6.
Who's that? Oh, somebody. What are they doing? Celebrating?
Dancing around, and I don't know. I'd be a little. I guess I just wouldn't be doing that.
Where was I? Okay. Today's game brought to you by Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street. Cremation service is $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks, Jim Dagan. Laura Pico put a new sound system in down there with TVs and all that at the Dagan Funeral Home. Thanks, Jim Dagan, Laura Pico. And by Valley Apparel and Designs, they do custom apparel and signs, 281-8777. Team, school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. It's Valley Apparel and Designs. And by Strobel Supply, 40 Shoma Industrial Park, 607-324-1721. They're a 3M dealer, a DuPont paint and chemical dealer.
Used to be Strobel's Welding.
Yep, years ago, and used to get the nuts and bolts and stuff there. Used to get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, actually, that's where I worked the summer before I went to the police academy, the trooper academy.
I went to a retirement party. I'm not sure if I told you, a retirement party for a trooper up in Syracuse a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and there goes another flag.
Pass intended for number 2, complete, another flag on the play.
And the trooper, when he was in the academy, I think did I tell you this? They had Mark Cleveland as an instructor.
Oh, yeah. Mark taught criminal procedure law.
It's against. Hornell's had a couple drives where they've shot themselves in the foot. You know, it could have been.
Yes.
You know, I'm not saying it could be a totally different game, but it could have made it a little more interesting.
5-yard penalties in the
So they had to be. Who was that on? Was that on East Rochester?
Yep. I'm not sure what it was though. 5-yard penalty.
Including the two they've had 9 penalties now, including the double one they just had. Turn around, you got it.
Little overthrown.
He's got a nice arm.
He does.
Pass intended for number 13, Jordan Dunn. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 from the Bombers.
Now, how is our soccer teams doing?
They were playing tonight. I wanted to see if I can get a score. There's the beautiful moon.
Now, everybody was talking about the Northern Lights last night.
Yeah,
Said you should be able to see them again tonight to the north. Of course, we're looking south.
Are there such thing as the Southern Lights?
Yeah, it's called Cameron.
Well, they had a big fire down there the other day, really, and when it came across the scanner, it was scary because they said people trapped, and they said fully engulfed, and they were able to get out, thank God, down there in Cameron, but a total loss of home. And unfortunate, it's you'd have to come from so far to get the fire trucks there and stuff.
Sure,
and
yeah.
So I'm glad everyone made it out alive there.
I got to tell you, when I lived in Hornell, and I know your taxes pay for a full-time police department, a full-time fire department, I didn't care. I was very grateful that we had a full-time.
Oh.
And they're so...
I push for it every time. I said that we should have fire districts or like they do in California, whatever. Nobody should be without full-time services. Farmers, nobody. You know what I mean?
I think in Hornell, everybody takes their paramedics. I mean...
Yeah.
I remember back when it was just Fred Chris, and when I was a trooper and there was an accident and it was bad and he showed up, I was so glad to see him.
Yeah, I'm all for full-time services, and nothing against volunteers, and volunteers can even go and become firemen. Wow, wide open.
Oh!
Goodness. And they're gonna
Are
throw
you
a flag.
kidding me? What did he do?
I think that might be an defenseless receiver, maybe, because he has just caught the ball and turned around. Let's see if the.
Well, what was he supposed to do? It's football.
Oh, he did. He lowered his helmet.
Oh.
That's the problem. He did kind of go on instead. And it is kind of dangerous in that situation. I don't mind. Yeah, and you're supposed to go, obviously, with your shoulder and now but going back to the fire, I'm all for full-time services, everybody.
Always.
It's just, how many times through my parents and having to call, and the ambulance is there in 5 minutes instead of having to wait.
I had to call the Hornell ambulance for my parents. They live in the town of Hornellsville, and they were up there doing what they needed to do.
Yep.
I like that play they just did. They didn't, they're up enough where they did the fake punt. Receiver was wide open.
Yeah.
These guys are. I think I heard him say, Smith is up in the booth. Let's drag this out as long as we can, like last time. I'm pretty sure I heard him say that. Says, get the flags ready, boys. We're going to have a flag football game here for the last 10, 20.
Moving his release ball is drops incomplete. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, is John Cardamone, is he one of the coaches? I know he's the athletic director, but
I'm not sure what he's doing. If he might be, they have a new computer system for stats. He might be keeping the stats.
Okay.
My guess.
he's got those red pants on. I thought, I wasn't sure what he was doing.
I'm not sure what he's doing either down there. See if we can.
Well, there's some hard hitting down there. We can hear him every play. I can hear him up here, cracking helmets.
Stop by Howard, short gain of 1, going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Bombers.
Need an interception here.
Got a head of steam. He's got to the outside.
There's a hold.
Looks like Carr's going to get him.
Yep. There's a hold. There was a hold right there. They called it.
They didn't throw a flag. Yeah, they threw a flag.
Yep.
No, I think they threw a flag for hitting him out of bounds. See over here?
Yeah, I'm just going to look back at the replay because there was definitely a
There's
hold.
two flags. Yeah, and there's going to be a flag for hitting him out of bounds.
No, actually, yeah. So the first flag was for holding because that was thrown before the play was even over.
Yeah.
And then another flag tacked on top. So that one's going to be against. It's going to be offsetting, correct?
Well, one's a 15-yarder probably, isn't it? And one's a.
I don't know what they do. We'll see what they do on that. I'm not even sure. I won't be doing the Hornell game next week. So if anyone's looking for the game, I am not doing the Hornell football game. I'll be out of town for my former employee J.J. Reinhardt's wedding down in South Carolina.
You flying down or driving?
No, I'm driving because I've got to film it. Couldn't get out of it. No. I don't really want to drive, but I'm going to leave Thursday morning and.
There are 2 penalties on the play. There was holding against the Bombers. Marks that back 10 yards. Dead ball foul, personal foul against the Red Raiders. With a mark off 15 for the Bombers.
And who do they play next week?
I can't remember right off the top of my head. Cal Mum or?
Now you're doing the game at Alfred. We are, right?
Yeah.
I'll be there.
It's against Dansville. Wayland Coacton, Dansville.
You know, kind of like we're from Hornell, Arkport, Cancer-Reagan.
Pass intended for number 13. Now falls incomplete and then on the hands. We bring up 4th and 2.
So Hornell boys won 5-1 tonight. In soccer, PJ Pico scored an assist from Effingham. Marco Pico scored an assist from PJ Pico. Keep all this straight.
I'm surprised they didn't play football. They used to play football out in front of their house all day long.
Oh, the Picos?
Yes.
So Effingham had a couple scores. Cody Carnavone had a score, an assist from Skylar Aldrich. Wide Effingham also had one other assist.
Oh, my God.
Automatic first down on 4th down.
Who's number 7 there for Hornell? Well, Becker, he's been holding his arm for the entire half. I bet that's broken.
Calls offside on the defense.
Oh, they got the...
He's been holding it down in here. They just sent the trainers over, but he's had it like that since right around just past halftime.
The ambulance crew is there. I had a compound fracture in my arm.
I was there.
Oh, yeah.
When you hit the wall playing bitty basketball?
Yeah.
For Hollins, was it?
And I didn't feel, no, it was Sunday or senior biddy. And I didn't feel a thing. Everyone else is going like this. I'm like, then I looked down.
I was working that day, I remember.
I can't even remember if it was my left or right arm. Isn't that funny? I think it was my left or my right arm because I was going up for a layup with my left. I was going up for a dunk.
Yeah.
And
I was cradling it. And
I was like this against my arm, doing the windmill.
Hit your head on the balcony and came down and landed on your arm.
Mike Sexsmith tripped me. Nice moves and a walk in. Yep.
Well, he hurdled in.
Ball carrier number 4, Slee.
Now what'd they call?
I don't know.
Another celebration.
You know, when it's 30-some to 6 and there's only 8 minutes to go,
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, they did. Another celebration, apparently. I don't understand. You can't hug your teammate, or I don't understand. Or I think he did a gun move. They had that in the NFL. They have that I can't tell. I'm not going to say that. I shouldn't say it because it looked kind of like a motion like that, but I'm not going to condemn him for anything because I'm not 100% positive. You know, like he pulled the holsters out and blew them off or something. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can go back and see, but... No, he didn't do that. I don't know what he did. I don't see anything wrong there. But was it even against Hornell? Or against the Bombers? I don't even know. Because they didn't move him back. Or are they talking to
a lot of times they've been waiting till everybody's done talking, then they march it off.
Today's game brought to you by Simmons & Rockwell Ford, Simmons & Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Top-notch sales service, make car buying simple when you drive your deal. And, of course, friends at Maple City Collision, John Birch, owned and operated. All makes and models, all years.
It's the part of Maple City Dodge that they kept.
Yep, and it was only John. So yep. And, of course, Hornell City Mayor John Buckley wishes the Hornell Raiders good luck this season. John provides experienced leadership to keep Hornell moving forward. Always working for the betterment of the Hornell community. And I apologize to John because I had a graphic all made up, and for some reason I can see it, and I just can't get it to air. That and the pictures I had of the homecoming candidates doesn't show up for some reason. I've had some trouble with this new computer system, and I don't know how to solve it, unfortunately. And an easy 2.
That was a nice pass.
Yeah, it was. Makes it 40-6. Each roster's got a long drive. That's not an easy... I mean, it's highway to get home, but still quite a distance. Twin Hickory Golf Club, 18 challenging holes overlooking the Canasteel Valley.
That is a beautiful place to look at. You get up there on a morning and
And the especially this time of season when the leaves are changing and stuff. Especially when I hit that 300-yard bomb and then it gets under some leaves, though, it's a problem.
I've never golfed a day in my life.
Never. I even golfed on this field you're looking at right here, not on the turf, but when it was grass years ago. I used to bring my clubs over and chip and do different things.
Back when there was a pool where there's a pool where we're sitting now, and they had the cedar track. Remember the cedar track?
Oh,
when
yeah.
it rained out, there'd be about 500 seagulls down at this end.
That and remember the cedar track was surrounded by that metal guard. You know what I mean, to keep the cedar in place. Oh God, it was. Yeah, I'm surprised people didn't cut their legs open on it. And
you know, Hornell was the first one to have this beautiful field. Now everybody's got one, and we've kind of we're in last place.
Well, in a couple years, everything will be new. The gym and that's good. They've been redoing the baseball stadium, and they're apparently going to put new seating and stuff in there too. And
yeah, that's one thing I'm so surprised they never redid. I mean, it's still the two 2x4s you stick your butt on.
Oh yeah.
That people have carved up. I mean,
well, the same names are. I think I saw it. It says Smitty loves something up there.
Ethel.
Yeah. It's 1975, it says.
I was like a freshman that year.
Goal nets.
There you go. There you go. Ugh. You know what? He's into Bomber territory.
Yeah.
This could be 1st and 10 from their 48. Oh, I thought somebody threw a flag at 58. He just got on yellow spikes.
I noticed some the other day, too. I was like...
He's putting in some of the substitutes. Oh, he's putting number 10 in for quarterback. That's Brenton Booth.
1st and 10 for the Red Raiders.
And it looks like the Bombers are not putting anybody in other than the starters. Come on, Coach, on the other side. Let's put some of your stuff
He might not
in.
have noticed what they were doing. Maybe call a timeout or...
I don't think he needs to notice. They're up 40-6. You would have thought that he would start funneling them in. There you go, number 2. That's Jordan Sylvester. No relation to the cat.
Or Stallone.
Or Stallone.
Now, Sylvester the cat, was that the Looney Tunes?
I think so.
Was his name Sylvester? I can't remember it. The one that went after the Roadrunner. And they were my favorite. I just can't remember what they called
after
them.
Roadrunner, that was a coyote.
Oh, that was a coyote. That's right. Sylvester went over Tweety Bird.
Yes.
My favorite. Remember Heckle and Jekyll?
Yeah.
And all those.
Most violent cartoon I've ever seen in my life. That was violent. But you know what? I don't beat up anybody because of that. So.
Bounce around the outside.
He got flattened.
Sylvester on the carry.
Again, that was Sylvester.
He are substituting guys in and out.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Just a reminder, again, tomorrow we'll be live for girls soccer. 11 a.m. JVs, varsity at 1 o'clock. Right here on Pike Sports against Letchworth, the Letchworth Legends. That's their name. Oh, don't throw a flag. They were just about to hike the ball, too.
Hey, Stripes, keep it in your pocket.
It's-
Here's Sylvester again.
Sylvester. Okay. Down for a loss.
Dylan Gardakina. Say that name right. Cartagena. Senior.
Sylvester, I think, was hurt the play before this. I saw him holding his shoulder the whole time, and he stayed out there. And then he got the ball again. Yeah, he had a bad shoulder the play before this. Oh, he hit in the head? He might have a concussion. Did you see him wobbling?
No, I didn't.
He's still wobbling.
Someone should take him right over and sit him down.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I think that trainer, somebody, whoever's known, it's like, hey, he's not.
Someone is holding on to him.
Dead ball foul against the Bombers. It's a 4th and 10. Right, set the punt.
I've never seen the play as messy as I've seen it this year. And all the teams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Punt was blocked. Ball was recovered deep in Raider territory, 25-yard line.
Block punt. First down and 10.
Come on, Hornell, don't let him hang another 7 on you.
Oh, what?
Must be they didn't get their flag quota the first 3 periods, so they got it. I know there's no such thing as a quota.
You see, the new lighting system they put on the baseball. The lights actually can shine over on this side too, so they can light that black or dark area, which is nice.
The last time I paid any attention over there and it was raining, there was so many leaks in that roof they've got over it. It was just pouring down on the seats. I'm assuming they've probably fixed it. That was probably quite a while ago.
I know it's so high that when it's windy, obviously you get rain no matter what, but I don't remember any water ever coming. It could be. I didn't.
Oh, they've got one of their subs in. That's number 32 with the ball, Sam Carey.
Game 1 to make it 2nd and 9 for the Bombers. Ingram, the ball carrier, brought down number 20, Isaiah Adams. No gain, from 3rd and 9 for the ball.
Clock's a ticking. Hornell's down 40-6. The Bombers have the ball. It's 3rd down and 9 at the Hornell 24. Well, it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 8, after a gain of about 1. Again, that was Carey with the last couple of runs.
Yep, so Hornell does play Leroy Calmon. They combined. So Leroy.
Boy, they used to both be powerhouses in their day. I believe they both have won, I want to say, numerous state titles.
It always used to be every year you'd alternate playing Leroy one year.
Yeah.
It was like, oh boy. Now they've combined, like a lot of schools have, like Hornell combined with Arkport Cancerega.
God.
And I'm not making fun of those schools, but people say, well, you didn't combine with them. They never had a football
they just
program.
gave those kids the
opportunity.
Yeah, they never had a football program. They just told the kids, look, if you want to play football, you come to Hornell.
Yeah, and the thing was, they all played youth football here. You know, and then couldn't play anything continuing. Today's game brought to you by Alfred State College. It's called Hometown Advantage, exclusively for Allegheny and Steuben County neighbors. Local county first-year transfer students studying at Alfred State College on campus are guaranteed at least $2,000 per year in scholarships, making this the most affordable option for the biggest returns from Alfred State College and St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Department. Thanks, St. James, as always. There's the fine doctors. And Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 25 years. Dr. Pat Pico. Again, the Hornell boys soccer team beat Haverling tonight, 5-1. Are they really still throwing the ball?
Number 10, I didn't see what happened. Did he get hit, or does he just feel bad because he missed because he was wide open?
I don't agree with the coaching on that.
No. Especially, let's keep the clock going.
I know it. I mean, it was 4th down, so it's Hornell's ball now, but what are you trying to do? And it's not a great classy move for the coaching staff.
Go in, take a shower, go get your Timbits, head home.
Actually, they close at 9.
Okay, well, go to Dunkin' Donuts then.
I think they're closed too. I don't even know what time Dunkin' Donuts closes. Wilkins Auto Sales. Looking for car hauls, utility trailers, and dump trailers. Again, Wilkins Auto Sales. Just outside the city limits.
Who's that with the ball? That was number 12, Devonta Metis. Okay, why'd the clock stop? Is there a flag?
Yep, of course there is, Chris.
Of course, of course. 3:13, we've got plenty of time for plenty more flags. Flag football. Haven't seen this many flags since Flag Day.
First and 15.
Are you kidding me?
Cemetery again, another flag.
Guess they'll never learn unless they learn the rules.
Miger positive, Bob. By chance, are you a flagman for the DOT?
Do they have flag people anymore? Now they just have those stop and go signs and stuff. You know, that they spin.
Oh, yeah.
Slow and stop. Oh, nice try.
Looking for Alex Kokan.
At number 25.
Yeah, Kokan.
Yeah. 10th grader.
There's Coach Corretto thinking, I've seen better days. Second and 20 from their own, what's that, 18?
Yep. Nice run.
That was number 30 for Hornell with that's John Flights, the kicker punter.
Yep. Arkport, his brother plays on the Arkport soccer team and was on they're both on the championship baseball team. State championship baseball team from Arkport.
Okay, so he's not the quarterback's brother?
No.
Did they win the states last year?
Baseball did,
Baseball did?
Yeah.
Scotty Wood still their coach?
No, Nick Smith. Who, when they won the states back in 2008 or whatever year it was on that championship team.
Oh, that's an intentional ground. There's nobody even close. Well, I keep looking down there, seeing that kid's yellow spikes, and I think every time there's a flag.
Fourth and 7 for the Red Raiders.
So Hornell won 5-0.
75 got a concussion. One of his own players grabbed him and walked him over all the way to the sideline.
See if we can get a playoff without a flag.
Flags punt down by the Red Raiders.
Boyer Self-Storage, 140 units between those two great locations in Almond and Wellsville. 24-hour-day access, size up to 10 by 30, safe and secure. Of course, Logo Print Company. Across from the Hornell High School. You can see it right through those trees if I had x-ray vision, right there. Thanks, Logo Prints and Lamax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. So again, we will not be broadcasting, but there is a stream for that game next week in Leroy Calmum. And then Chris and I will be back with you from Alfred University the following week as Hornell plays Dansville Waco. Daco. I don't know what they call it. Remember
when did they combine?
Like 4th or 5th year, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe a little less. Dan Waco. Remember, it was Dan Waco. Didn't they have a youth football team called Dan Waco years ago?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do. I remember something. They're just in the victory formation here.
Tigers take the lead.
One more snap ought to do it.
That's it.
Running down the clock, and that's going to be the game. The final score is Rochester Gananda.
So thanks, Chris. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Up at Elford.
Yep, I got to make sure I can get in all right up there.
It's a home game for me. And I live in Elmond.
It's probably the same distance, isn't it?
What's that?
Is it the same distance?
About.
So there's your final. As the clock ticks down.
Well, it certainly makes that ride home a little easier when you win 40-6.
As it was for us when we had all those successful years.
Yes, it was.
It was a lot of fun.
It's so much more fun to announce also than when we win. All right, Bobby, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
I'm going to go grab my car before the traffic gets too bad.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
And I want to thank all my advertisers as usual. Thank John Buckley as well. Sorry, but you didn't get your ad up on properly after we went through it and made sure it was fine-tuned today. So that's it. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Oh, we'll see you tomorrow, actually, for the girls' soccer team. But when it comes to football, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Have a good night, everybody.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer. But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits. Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
I was an athlete when I grew up, and I always wanted to stay near athletes. What drove me to orthopedics and sports medicine in general was the need and the want to help these patients from their time of injury and helping them with surgery and through the rehab, getting them back to the field. My patients are obviously very important to me. These athletes, weekend warriors, all of them, I really want them to get back and be doing the things that they want to be doing.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veterans cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online with a new shopping experience